Hey YouTube, Sam here, back with another review for you. Been looking around and no one's done this review before, no one's touched on this fragrance. It's pretty much been unheard of on YouTube. On Fragrantica it's not much hype at all on it really. A bit of hype, but you know, that's about it really. But it's from Azzaro. It's their very different fragrance from them really. It's called Decibel. You can see the bottle here. I must say, people say they don't like the bottle. I like the bottle, to be honest. I think it's different, it's unique, and yeah, it stands out in a collection really. It really does. So that's the bottle. It says DB on the front, Decibel, and then you got Decibel written on the back of there as well, the back of the microphone. So to give you an idea what it looks like. This is 100ml. So it came out in 2011, like late 2011. It was more like 2012. I saw it in the shop in 2012, and I grabbed it as soon as I saw it because I got told by the person who works in the perfume shop that this was a brand new fragrance. And as soon as she gave me the smell of it, I was like, "Yep, I'm getting that." No questions asked. And she was surprised because it was. If we knew it's different. And it's off the wall a bit as well for Azzaro anyway, and for most companies really. So the top notes are incense. That's the main blast. Incense, bit of woods on the top. Beneath that you've got licorice and vanilla, and you've got tonka in the base. So that sounds a bit generic, but not too generic. The way if you know the fragrances, if you know CK Shock. From Calvin Klein, if you know Lolita Lampica or Masculine, Midnight or Minute, them two sort of come together to make this really. That's what I'd say it is. So you've got the licorice sort of smell from Eau Masculine, and you've got that incensey vibe from CK Shock, but not a really like classy incense, a bit synthetic. Them come together and they make this fragrance essentially. So yeah, that's what it is really. So it's an incensey vibe. It's licorice. I can smell it on me now. It's like a sweet licorice smell. So sorry, my dog. It's just she's just over there. Yeah, it's just a sweet licorice smell. That's what it is. So if you can imagine them two together, the CK Shock and Eau Masculine, come together, make this, whack in some more, amp up the licorice note. And then you've got this thing sorted really. So it goes from a dark sort of start with the incense to a sort of lighter vanilla and licorice vibe. That's what it goes to. And as you can tell, it's a black bottle. It says, yeah, it's supposed to be a dark sort of fragrance. But for me, it becomes a bit lighter as it goes on throughout the scent. So longevity and projection. Longevity, I get anything between 5 and 9 hours out of this thing, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm exercising or if I'm sat around in the house, depends how long it's going to last on my skin. But 5 to 9 hours longevity. Projection between 3 and 4 hours, which isn't bad. It's not a bad. The quality is not very bad in that sense. It's pretty decent. I can accept that. That's not bad at all really. So when would you wear this? Well, you'd wear it, I'd say, more in the fall and winter, really. I'd say this isn't a high-end, classy sort of fragrance, but I think it's something you'd wear in the colder months. You may be around the house, or if you just maybe on to the gym, and you just want to last for about 4 or 5 hours if you're exercising, this could be right for you. This could be right. I don't think it's for the summer or spring. The notes don't really suggest that at all, really, but that's what I think you'd actually use it for. Things to point out about this fragrance. Well, the licorice note, it's pungent incense that I get out of it. It's like a cheap version of like Amouage Memoir Man. In a way, it's just that sort of that pungent incense note. That's a bit of spice, but incense. People don't like it. When I go to the perfume shops and Selfridges, from House Fraser, may it be just a retail shop, I ask them about it, and they say no one gets it because no one. When I say no one gets it, I mean no one buys it because it's that intense note for a mass market product. It's not really going to be a lot of. There's not going to be a lot of sales on a fragrance with that sort of notes on. If you want to get mass market, you look at things like citrus, mint, cinnamon, that sort of thing. But if it's got the notes that this has got in it, it isn't going to be that great for sales. So people don't like it. Personally, I don't mind it. I think it's an okay scent. I think it's not bad. It's not amazing, but for me it's okay. It's okay. It's an okay scent. Same thing as well. This is the thing which I personally have a bit of a issue with. The PAs don't push this thing at all. The people in the shop you go and talk about fragrances with, they don't push it. They push 1 million. They push Black Excess. They push. That's in the retail shows anyway. So they push Chanel L'Homme. They push Bleu de Chanel, Cartier Roadster. Great fragrances in their own right, but they don't push this sort of thing. You see, they just don't push it. For me, if I was them, I'd be like, have you heard of this? Would you like to try it? It's just something different that you might not get your nose on before. So unless you want it, you ain't gonna find out about it. Like, I have a lot of fragrances out there. It's like, for example, Michael Kors for Men. I think it's a good fragrance. I had to go and ask in the shop about it because no one was going to push it to me. Boss Bottle, they pushed that first. Luna Rosa, they pushed that first. Good fragrances. I'm not saying they're not. It's just that they push certain fragrances. So people are gonna. The hype train sort of comes from the store. If the people in the store are pushing certain things, people are going to have certain fragrances in their collection, if that makes sense. So the hype starts from the store. That's the way it goes. They pushed Dior Intense, hype. Push Roadster, hype. Push Grey Vetiver for Tom Ford, hype. And not say right in their own right, they could create a hype, but the way that it comes across from the store, they create the hype from in store. Sorry, a bit of a rant, but I will do a video on that topic soon coming up, really, because it's an interesting topic, really, really is. So, anyway, what would you like about this fragrance? Well, the quality is good. It's for your money. It lasts 8 hours ish. Project for 4 hours. That's good. It's a good quality in that sense. It's good for your money. It's good because I bought this for 25 quid. I'm happy with that. 100 mils, £25, no problem in the slightest. So in that sense, it is very good for your money. Secondly, the design of the bottle. Usually I don't point this thing out. I don't think it's an actual thing to say that I like about the fragrance. But as it comes for design, I like the design. It's a good design. It's different. It's, microphone could be saying that it is psychology-wise. You look at this and think, right, am I going to use this on a night out? Am I going to use this so people can go and everyone knows you're around, everyone knows you're here? I don't know. It's a weird thing, really, but yeah, I like the bottle. I like it. It's good. So, what would you not like? Well, it is synthetic. It's not natural. There's no natural smell into it at all. It smells very synthetic, very made up, which, if you're like me and you like, Montal, Juliet Has a Gun, that sort of thing, Creed, I like natural smelling. This isn't very natural, but that might not be an issue to you. But for me, it is. But just so you know, it is very natural. The smell isn't natural, but it's a nice sort of smell that you get out of it. It's a different sort of smell. It's messy for the first few minutes. It's messy. In a way, people don't like this because it's a bit like Angel Men. Angel Men's DNA, where it comes out off the bottle and it's like, oh, what's that smell? Similar to this, it's got that sort of, what am I smelling? You've got to let it settle down for a few minutes because it's synthetic. It's not really gonna, bam, that's the smell I'm giving you. You have to let it settle down first. And it's not monster projection. It's just simply 3 or 4 hours, and it comes quite close to the skin. It's nothing heavy. If you like, personally, I'm a huge fan of Angel Men. Pure Malt, that whole line. They are monsters in their own right. Montal, monsters in their own right. Some of Creed's are monsters on my skin in their own right. But, it's not monster. But you might like it anyway because it might be perfect for you because it sits on the skin quite close and people can smell it when you walk into a room. So, yeah. It's different. On a note, it's different. It's not to everyone's taste. The licorice note for me, it's nice. It's a nice smell. It's a nice sort of smell, but it's not to everyone's taste. So best thing to do is sniff it out. Go into the store, ask for Azzaro Decibel, and give it a smell. See what you think about it. If you don't like it, that's fine. But I'm just giving you the opinion that myself. It's a nice licorice smell. If you like licorice, it could actually be for you. This, so it's a definite try before you buy. Overall, it's great for the price, and it's good value for your money on the whole. So I'm going to give this 5 out of 10. This, you know, it's 5 out of 10. Might sound like a bad score, but for me, it's not natural enough. It hasn't got the, you know, it's not very deep in the actual note breakdown, so it can't really be given any more than that. It's 5 because I like the smell, I like the bottle. For your money, it's good, it's different. Licorice is nice, incense is nice. It's a 5, but make sure you can smell out, guys. Go ask for it in a retail store. Azzaro Decibel. Just look for the microphone, and you'll see it. So that's the end of the review, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully I've informed you in some way. And if you're going to go out and buy this, let me know how you get on in the store. Until next time, though, I'll see you very soon. Take care, YouTube.